Hi everybody, Ninja Boy here, and today we're going to be taking a look at this new Chamber album, This Is Goodbye. Now, I'm going to be really honest with you. I did not go into this album with, high expectations, considering the fact that I hope I've made it pretty clear by now that I do not like beatdown hardcore. Considering the fact that I don't like how it's constantly switching up on you when it comes to its tempos, its speed, its mood, all that kind of stuff. But maybe today is the day that I might change my opinion on beatdown hardcore. And also, I guess my first ever experience with mathcore, which I describe mathcore as like a combination of both noise rock and I just poked myself in the eye. Noise rock and of course metalcore. So let's look at. I keep those X's. They make it way too small. Here is the track listing and the track ratings. We have a lot of 100s here. And I'm gonna explain why I decided to rate, the interlude, Death Without Departure separately from In Revolving Doors, because if you watch my reviews, you'll see that I rank interludes and the song that builds up to the interludes together, but I'll explain why in a bit. And as for my favorite, out of the six, I think it's really tough because there was a lot of fantastic songs on this album. I'm gonna have to go with either Angel or In Revolving Doors. Maybe I think I'll go with Angel on this one. So, This Is Goodbye. It has to be. I'm just gonna start off by saying that this is probably the gold standard of beatdown hardcore. Let me go through some stuff that I did not like about this album. Of course, it's beatdown hardcore, so the transitions, the tempo switches, the speed, all that stuff. The switches are definitely not gonna be fantastic at times. However, there are some times when the transitions, the tempo changes, the speed changes are absolutely fantastic and absolutely smooth. I feel like sometimes they go a little bit too much on the noise rock elements for mathcore. However, that's just mathcore, and mathcore is mathcore. And I guess my biggest problem with the album is the interlude Death Without Departure. As that sounds like that title sounds like it should not be an interlude, a 48-second interlude. But instead, unfortunately, it is an interlude. I guess if you take away that track and then combine it with In Revolving Doors, it'll be much better. But now on to what I absolutely love about this album. I love how I love how the drums can get its time to shine in tracks like Without a Trace, I think. I really love it when instrumentation it gets its time to shine when it's just a solo, like in songs like Rat Salad and Black Sabbath's Paranoid. The vocals are absolutely incredible. They are painful. They are they're just straight up painful. Like they're straight up raw. They are straight up insane. Like it fits the insanity very well about on this album. And this album does a very fantastic job when it comes to its storytelling and when it comes to tackling subjects like depression. And there seems to be two characters in this album. The person that is extremely depressed and is about to harm himself, I guess. I can't really say the S word, otherwise I'll probably get my video taken down. But sorry. And then the person that has been trying to help the depressed person and has realized that it is too late. There seems to be two characters in this album, and I absolutely love how they utilize two characters, the two characters from song to song transversing to one another, as the depressed character gets his time to shine, gets his time to sing, and the person that was trying to help the depressed character is getting its time to shine and all that stuff. But I guess the star of the show of this album most definitely has to be the lyrics. 100% the lyrics are the star of the show of this album and are probably some of the best lyrics I've ever heard in a while. The lyrics brings everything together to show the pure insanity, the raw emotion, the sadness of this album. The lyrics are some of the best lyricism I have ever seen in a while. I did not expect to love Beatdown Hardcore as much as I did from this album, and also Mathcore. And now I am excited for the next Beatdown Hardcore or Mathcore or Metalcore album I will look at. I am lost for words for how fantastic this album is. It's not perfect. There are of course a few problems with this album. And I feel like that this deserves a light 9 with the check mark of must listen. Anyways, if you have any recommendations for albums or EPs, make sure you type them down in the comment section down below. Maybe I might take a look at it. Maybe I might do a review on it. Make sure you like, subscribe, send this video to a friend, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.